Hi Capricorn, what's up? Welcome to your September reading. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your love and your support. We're going to be seeing what messages that come through for you guys, get some insight, some guidance, overall see what's going on. If this reading is helpful or insightful, let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the info is in the description box down below. And let's get into your reading. Let's see what your messages are. As I'm doing your reading, it is the full moon lunar eclipse, well, partial lunar eclipse in Pisces. So very interesting energy in the air. I'm trying my best to just roll with it. It's been a little strange. I'm doing your reading. It's 8 p.m. But I'm here for it. Your first card out, we have the Queen of Air. We also have the Seven of Air at the bottom. You know what? This card came out in Scorpio's reading, and I didn't realize it until watching it back, but I read this card as the Four of Air, and when I was looking back, I was like, bitch, that's a 7. But anyways, we live, we learn. This is a new deck, so I'm still, we're still learning it, working with it. But obviously, Queen of Air, Queen of Swords, like, you're precise, you're sharp, you are very smart, you're intellectual, you are a sharpshooter right now. And you are like, I find my getting like laser beam eyes. Like you can just see through, like you're scanning whatever's in front of you, whoever's in front of you. You just see through anything that is phony or baloney. And you also see what's true, what's real, what's gold, what's diamond, what's worthy of your time and energy. You're just very precise, and you know what's aligned with you, what isn't. You're able to multitask, or able to, come up with solutions to any problems or challenges. Like you're very just crisp, sharp. Like, I don't know, you just seem like you're very much on point. Seven of Air, there's something you might be like, let's see, Seven of Air, Call, which is Judgment, and the Moon. I kind of see you moving in silence, or like you're 10 steps ahead of certain individuals that could be around you at this time. You're 10 steps ahead. It's something you're being called towards that, you're keeping very private. You're being very discerning. You're being very much on high alert. And with the Moon as well as the Call, you're uncovering something. There's something that you're finding out. There's something you're discovering. There's something that's being illuminated. That's a part of your calling. That's a part of your bigger purpose on this life, on this world, on Earth, right? There's something here you're being called towards. You may not have the full story, the full situation, or all the information available to you at this moment, but there's a feeling, there's this push you can't ignore, and so you're being guided towards it, but you are being kind of sneaky about it, or you are being very choosy of what information you reveal, or what you're sharing with the world, or who you're telling your plans to. This is also just suggesting not to be super out and open and easy breezy and tell everybody your business. This could be suggesting keep things a little hush hush, all right? Keep your eyes peeled, and be mindful of those that are around you and those that are supporting you versus those that are competing with you, those that are trying to, one up you or take advantage of you or your kindness or whatever it is that you have to offer. And don't let anybody stop you from whatever your calling is, whatever your passion is, even if they don't understand. Okay. And again, even with the Queen of Air to that Seven of Air, you can call bullshit from a mile away. I know I just said that a couple of seconds ago, but I put it in a different phrase, where you have that laser beam visions, you can see through baloney, but you can literally see through anybody that's wearing a mask right now. It's flipping right off. Even the masks that aren't slipping off, you just see through it. You can be like, oh yeah, that's Photoshop. That's a filter. That's bullshit. That's not true. You're able to just call it. So, all right, we have the Nine of Air. Flipping on out with the King of Earth at the bottom. Now, the Nine of Air is a bit of a different take than the Nine of Swords. This is actually about overcoming the worries, the doubts, the anxiety, being able to find solutions, which this just ties in with what we were just saying. You feel like light as a feather. You finally feel like a huge burden's been lifted, a huge weight has been released. You finally feel like you can finally like fly and not be bogged down by all the doubts or the worries or the negativities that were around you. It's not around you anymore. You've been cleansed of something. You've been relieved of something here. And now you're able to really take flight and take new heights and explore and really just like spread your wings. It's time for you to fly, Capricorn. It's time for you to take some sort of risk or some sort of jump. We have the King of Earth at the bottom, which is really about saying how safe you are, how secure, stable, how supported you are. Your patience is paying off, your determination, your willpower, it's all in the right place. Like you're really aligned with where you're supposed to be. The world, some of you're closing out some sort of cycle in your material world. It could be a job, it could be a living situation. Let's see, the world and the Five of Earth. Yeah, some of you, there was a little bit of a shift that you may have experienced recently or in the near future. You might have been a little bit stubborn too at some point, or maybe currently. There's a cycle that's closing out. When the world comes out, especially in this deck, this is about keeping things in perspective, reminding ourselves that, hey, at the end of the day, we on a floating rock. And let me tell you, I've been having to tell myself that quite a few times over the last week or so, I would say. Well, like, no matter how serious it might get, we're on a floating rock. 100 years from now, you and I, we ain't gonna be here. I don't know what you believe in or any of that shit, but at the end of the day, we can all agree nobody makes it out of here alive. And unless there's some sort of like future technology, upload your consciousness onto some sort of chip, like, fuck no, I ain't gonna be part of that. You might, I ain't no way. But so like, we're on a floating rock. Keep things in perspective. That might make things feel more scary or overwhelming for you. I hope not. For me, that brings me peace. For me, I'm like, whew, we're just a bunch of rocks floating in space. Who knows where we're going, but so but yeah, no, I mean, like, traditionally, like, the world obviously talks about celebration, completion, transformation, ending a cycle, and a new beginning. So, lessons are being learned here. Lessons are being learned. Let's get one more, and then I'll go into some other decks I have for today. What else you got for Capricorn? We have the Eight of Fire. So look at this. You are progressing. You are moving. We have the little panda in this card. There's also like these bamboo trees. Maybe you're being called to buy some bamboo. That's just like something that just randomly came to mind. Of course, the bamboo makes me think of, I have actually bamboo I bought a year ago, and they're doing, you know what is so crazy? This is a tangent, but like I was using the tap water. We all know what's going on, the tap water, like the fucking heavy metals and shit. But like I was using the tap water to, nourish my bamboo plants, and they were almost dying. They were on the verge of literally they were dropping leaves, they were turning yellow. So then I got this like water purifier thing. Ever since I switched to that, and I've been watering my bamboo plant, they've been flourishing and growing so beautifully. Like, they're massive now, my bamboo plants I have in my kitchen. So it's just like, this is what the message is coming through. It's like what you are putting in your body, or who you're surrounding yourself, like what are you putting in that's like nurturing you, because that's what's carrying you to your desired outcome or like your destination, right? Because this is all about momentum and movement. And obviously we see there's this guy, he's riding this panda, and the panda's carrying him. So it's like, if this panda isn't being well maintained and taken care of, I can't fucking speak right now. I need to slow down. But like, the only reason why he's getting somewhere with this panda is because the panda is healthy and strong. And, so think about it like that. Your body is your transportation, is where it carries you. And, so anyways, it's showing like your hard work is paying off, your effort, your dedication, your persistence, all of that on point, thumbs up. You're doing amazing, you're doing fabulous. But even just little small tweaks and changes or adjustments, such as even the water you drink, like, who would have fucking thought? I would have never thought. I never ever, my entire fucking life, I never suspected that until my bamboo plants were starting to die, and I was like, wait a minute, what the hell? It's the water. And then like something so simple, so small that you wouldn't even consider, it changed everything. And my bamboo plants have been doing fabulous since. So it's like even the smallest little adjustment can make the biggest change. So maybe apply that somewhere in your life where you're like, if I just switch this one thing, what kind of impact would that make? You know, like it's so wild. It's so crazy. So little tangent, but there's a message in there. Thanks for listening. Let's get into your everything oracle. See, you know, what the vibes are looking like. Oh my god, this deck, it has like over 100 cards in it. It's really hard to shuffle, so bear with me. And they're super slippery. All right, let's kind of see what, look at this, what is a fail of a shuffle? Okay, we're gonna do it a different way. But anyways, we're gonna see what the themes, vibes, messages, confirmations, anything you can expect during this time. Is this upside down? Okay. Interesting, because at the bottom, just when I stopped to take a peek, we have that therapist card, which that came out in your last reading. Maybe you're seeing a therapist, or you are a therapist, or there's some sort of therapy you're getting, whether it doesn't even have to be like actual, like literal therapy. I was saying this in Leo's reading. You might even be seeing like a massage therapist, or there's some sort, even there's like light therapy, or like, I don't even know. There's so many different forms of therapy. It doesn't even have to be about like the little shrink and you're talking about your problems. Although that's good too. Highly recommend. All right, what's going on for Capricorn? You have your first card, soulmate. So you may be connecting with a soulmate. There may be someone who you are meeting that is a soulmate. Or if you're wondering someone that you're connecting to, are they your soulmate? If that's a question that's been on your mind, here's your confirmation. All right, but yeah, you may be bumping into a potential soulmate. I guess you'll know when you know. Let's see, show me clearly what's going on for Capricorn. We have new job or increase. So you may be receiving an increase in your pay. You might be receiving a bonus. A good chunk of you that are looking for new jobs. This is the month where you are landing that opportunity. And guess what? It's paying you more than your last job, and it has more benefits, more pros, just a lot of great things that come with it. So love that for you. Ooh, we have envy. There could be somebody who's envious. Friendships, this at the bottom. You may have a friend that's envious of you. That might be something that's revealed to you, or if that's been something you've been suspecting, there's your confirmation. What else you got for Capricorn? You know, there could, if you landed on a new job, or you recently got an increase, or your near future is about to get an increase in your money, there could be someone around you that is envious of that. Or if like you recently received some sort of promotion at like where you work, there could be someone like a coworker that's like secretly jealous and wishes it was them. Okay, what's this? We have it will work out. That fell out on top of the 9 of air. So it's like something you've been worrying or stressing about. Capricorn, please let this just be your message, your confirmation that it is going to work out. Even if you don't see it, even if you don't understand how, even if you can't think of the best case scenario at this moment, this is just a message. And I hope that this can bring you some sort of ease in your life, that it's going to work out. It's somehow, some way, it's going to work out. And even if it doesn't make sense right now, 6 months from now it will, because we'll be in the next set of eclipse season, our first solar eclipse in Pisces. So by then, this situation that's all tangled or stressing you out, it's going to be behind you. And you're going to be like, whew, probably stressing about something else. So let's be real, because life can be crazy. But no, it's always working out. It's always working out, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. We have small business coming out. Some of y'all are being guided towards starting a small business, or you have a small business. This is maybe where you're receiving an increase, or you could be potentially launching something this month, which is super exciting. It will work out. Maybe there's someone that's envious of your small business because they didn't have the courage like you did. Okay, we have artists as well. So some of y'all, you have a lot of skills, a lot of talents when it comes to art, when it comes to expressing yourself, some sort of creativity. Maybe this is part of a small business that you are either launched, or working on, or considering building. Definitely you should give it a chance. Let's get one more. Why not? One more for Capricorn. And then we'll get back into the tarot and see what other vibes, other messages you have Confession. Ooh, with family or family issues. So there, some of y'all, and this fell on top of the Eight of Fire, which Eight of Wands in general tarot does talk about like news, messages, information, communication. We have confession, so you definitely can expect some shocking confessions or conversations coming from some. I wonder what that's about. We'll see what the tarot has to say. We'll see what the tarot has to say. Although, I kind of want to look into this as, like, the first thing, to be honest. But some of you, there could be a confession from a family member or someone that you're related to, or it's like you're finding out some tea about your family or someone else's family. We have letters and name. B, T, M, or G. That might be for somebody. Family or family issues with confession. So, you know, there might be a little bit of tea being spilt. Maybe it's about your cousin. I don't know. All right. Let's just, real quick. Let me look into this confession. Just want to take a little peeky peek, and then we're going to just see what other general messages. Can you tell Capricorn what this confession might be? You may have a confession too. You might have something to get off your chest. Let's just see. Can you tell Capricorn what this confession might be about? Because as we're in eclipse season, we're in this eclipse portal, anything could happen. Anything could happen. This is a time where you may be heavily surprised. We have the Four of Cups. Yeah, something you least expect. Something you really don't see coming. It's almost like whatever this confession is, you don't even know how to react to this. You're like kind of dumbfounded. You're like, what? We have the confession. We have the devil. Oh, wait, why did all these cards come out? We have the devil. Someone, let's see. Wheel of Fortune, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Five of Cups, and this Queen of Cups. This is what this is saying here. Someone, you don't even, so some of you, there's someone that's like thinking heavily about you, living rent-free in their mind. Meanwhile, you're like, oh, what the fuck? Sorry, there's like a hair that got caught, and it was like, sorry. Anyways, you're like, you don't even think about them anymore. Like, you already, you know, this is the last person you think about. They're just not on your mind. Someone here is saying, Wheel of Fortune, Three of Pentacles, they would like to move forwards. They'd like to see some sort of change. They'd like to put more energy into this. They want to build something with you. Almost to a point where it's kind of obsessive, controlling, or like pushy, or even codependent, or just kind of clingy. Like, not kind of, very, 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 very clingy. I kind of see you're disinterested in this, to be honest. Okay. And then we have the Seven of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Queen of Cups, where it feels like someone has been kind of like playing it like they don't care, but deep down, Five of Cups, they feel very emotional and kind of in their feelings. Not kind of, it's like very much in their feelings. They've been masking it though. I would also say that this could be someone who is very highly emotionally intelligent to the point where they can manipulate and make you feel sorry for them, or like, they have a great way with using their words to make you feel sorry for them, even if they've fucked up, even if they've done some bad shit to you. Like, so, I don't know, you might be receiving a confession from a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Sorry, my hair is caught in my necklace. I don't know what's going on with my hair right now. Or it's an air sign, and we do have extra Capricorn energy, so you may be the one with the confession. Is that you? Comment down below. But you may also be dealing with another Capricorn, or I don't know. So anyways, that's just like a side note, side tangent. I'm seeing that this could be connected to some sort of like unfinished business, past type energy, maybe even past life for some reason I'm hearing. So who knows? Let's see what other messages need to come through for you. Oh my God. Let's see what other messages need to come through for you, Capricorn. See what you need to look out for. But yeah, don't be surprised if you hear from someone you haven't heard from in a while, come at you with some bullshit. Remember Queen of Air? And what was at the bottom when this first card came out? I can't remember. I literally can't remember. But you see through their bullshit if they're bullshitting, which I kind of do get a vibe from that. Especially the Seven of Swords coming out, clarifying confessions. Like, there's a bunch of bullshit and a bunch that they're not saying, or a bunch that they're trying to mask or pretend or bet. So just, keep your eyes peeled for that. You'll see it. You'll spot it. You'll know. When you know, you know. And for some, this is a person that's envious of you as well. Or feels threatened by your skills, your confidence, your success, or just feels like less than you in a way. Like they compare themselves to you. Oh, okay, enough. No more. Get the sage, right? Let's get the sage. Nah, I already did that earlier, so I ain't gonna do that again. Let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn. What else you need to know? What else going on for Capricorn? We got the 3 of Wands as your first card out, 4 of Pentacles. So you're thinking a lot about the next step in your future, although with that 4 of Pentacles, you're kind of waiting for the right time or waiting for the right moment / waiting for something to come towards you, okay? But you're getting closer to some sort of goal here, like movement for sure. And I think that you may have some sort of news in the near future. Ooh, 9 of Swords. What do we have? That 9 of Air earlier. Remember I was like, okay, whatever it is that you're worrying or stressing about, it's gonna work out. Yeah, right? So here you are, you're all nervous, you're all anxious, trying to anticipate what's gonna happen, imagining the future, imagining what's gonna happen tomorrow, when you see that person at work, or when you meet up with that person, you have that one-on-one conversation, what are they gonna say, or you're all up in your head. 3 of Wands, 9 of Swords. You're thinking, trying to plan and prepare for the future, all up in your head. Breathe. You may be even losing sleep. Oh my gosh. Let's see what's at the bottom. The World. That's so funny because that was with the 9 of Air earlier, and I was talking about the floating rock. Right? And now here you have it again. But although 9 of Swords and the World, whatever you're stressing, whatever you're anxious, whatever you're nervous or in your head about, you feel a bit trapped or you feel stuck, or even if you've been just none of that, but you've just been having shit sleep, that's coming to an end, babes. The World is saying, hey, that is closing out. You can expect something new being reborn. There's this fizzling out of some sort of old chapter. Yeah, it's required a lot of strength, a lot of patience, determination. Why I was gonna say, when I said determination, I was gonna say dermatologist. That was something that just came to mind. There's something about a dermatologist. What? Okay, maybe some of you maybe you're worrying about a skin problem or eczema or something like that. Not gonna lie, last year I was having issues with my skin. It got better. You know what I will recommend? Cetaphil lotion. Amazing, a game changer. So if you're struggling with some sort of dry, patchy skin, Cetaphil is your girl, okay? Non-sponsored. Although, hey, if you're working for Cetaphil, hit me up because I actually got to buy some more. Okay, I'm so yappy right now. It's so funny. 6 of Wands is your next card out here with Temperance, showing that despite whatever stress, whatever anxiety, whatever pressures, especially because if you're in the public eye, or again, let's talk about your career, your business image, or just your public image in general. Whew, you could be taking a lot of extra pressure, a lot of heat right now, but you know what? You're handling it quite well, considering people can't tell that if you're nervous and stuff like that. People can't tell if you have stage fright. People can't tell. You may be thinking oh my god, they can tell my voice is shaky, or I stumbled on a few words, but no, to the outside world, you're looking fly, you're looking stylish, you're looking great, you're making great first impressions, you're coming into a lot of success, there's acknowledgement and recognition, you're doing fabulous. You're doing incredible, and there is, again, some sort of promotion or increase in money or just big success for you. Big success. So at the bottom, we also have Temperance, which is 6 of Wands and Temperance. There's people that are patient with you, or I see if you're worrying about not doing a good job, I don't know, I just see people being very understanding and forgiving and loving and caring, and you got nothing to worry about there. We got Sag energy as well if you're dealing with Sagittarius. Temperance, 10 of Swords, and the King of Cups. I see you also could be recovering from some sort of ending. This may be more emotional, not so much in your physical reality, but this is more mental and emotional. You could be having some sort of epiphany or realization about the situation, actually feeling a lot better in the near future. 3 of Cups. So that's cool. Very good. You might, and also with that 9 of Swords and the 6 of Wands, you might be getting, you might be getting a lot more attention than usual. And why does this make me think of, when you're, maybe this is whether you are there's something you could be presenting to the public eye, or like if you're in school, you're studying something, you have something to present, or even if this is like in your work, but you still have to present something to like a crowd of people. Like, why is it's making me get flashbacks? Oh my god, I'm getting flashbacks of like having, which is so funny considering what I do now. I'm on fucking YouTube. Like, I used to be super shy back in the day. Like when I was a kid or like in elementary, I used to be hella shy. So doing like a presentation and like the day before, I'd be like sleepless, fucking nervous, could not get any rest, would be stressing about how am I going to be perceived, what are they going to think. Like, again, I'm kind of seeing like there's a situation here where you're like worrying about like, oh, I just hope I can do it, I just hope I can be successful, I'm anticipating, but like you're going to fly, you're going to soar, you're going to be so great, like, so don't even worry about it. But yeah. That's really interesting to see. We go from the 3 of Wands to the 6 of Wands. You're like worrying like, oh my god, what if I'm gonna miss my boat? I'm gonna miss my chance. I'm gonna miss my shot. You're worrying like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss my flight the next day. But you're literally gonna be great. You're gonna be soaring and thriving and like successful as hell. We have the moon coming out with the Queen of Wands at the bottom. All right, so again, like, that full moon in Pisces sure does have some surprises. Or, well, let's see. Queen of Wands, King of Swords, 5 of Cups. Okay. A situation that you've been crying about, you're going to get some big realizations. You're going to get some huge epiphanies, huge downloads. You're going to start to see why this had to happen. 5 of Cups, Ace of Swords. This is also a chance for you to speak your truth, get some clarity, get some answers, give some answers even. There's something I see you working on, building, kind of in private or solo. Ace of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I see you're like heavily focused on something, and it's actually going to pick up. We have the Chariot underneath that. I see you're like, the momentum's increasing in the near future, which is great. But so some of you realize you've created a situation. I don't know how that might resonate with you, but there's like something that you're being called to kind of like, like feel your feelings, but then you're gonna have to like act or decide or like cut something out or kind of like, I need more on this. But with the moon, they're showing that because it's the 6 of Wands and the moon, there's something in the near future that you probably don't expect, or it's like you're moving through some sort of unknown territory or some uncertainty. You may have Cancer energy, dealing with Cancer. I also see the moon as Pisces. What's going on for Capricorn? It's like you're waiting for some sort of verdict. That's what I heard. We have the, okay. We have the 5 of Pentacles. All right. 7 of Swords. And then we have the Empress. So what is this all about? I see you coming out after again, some sort of, it looks like there could be a loss, or even some of you could be struggling with like illness or like feeling under the weather. You do need to watch out of people taking advantage of you or your kindness or your money or like something you have to offer. But it looks like whatever you're planning or whatever you're, that's funny because you had the 7 of Air earlier with the Queen of Air. And there was something about having to kind of move in silence or be stealthy or be like 10 steps ahead. I'm seeing with the 7 of Swords, it's like you have some sort of plan to get you out of a situation. He's like walking through this gate that leads to freedom. There's like these trees. It's like, it feels like you're leaving a situation here that's kind of tricky or kind of iffy, or it involves multiple people. This could be about like family, or like, again, a job, a living situation. But anyways, we have the 7 of Swords to the Empress, which shows that there's gonna be a huge like step of growth, especially in your money or your finances, or just like I see something like growing quite quickly, quite fast. And when we have the 4 of Swords at the bottom, which kind of goes back to the whole like whatever it is that you're worrying or stressing about, you can relax, or you don't have to worry about how it's going to work out. Just know that it will. We have the four of swords, 4 of pentacles, 44. Maybe that's your age, or this is like 444. You've been seeing that number. We also have death, Scorpio energy, King of Pentacles. I'm just seeing that there's like significant change, but it's asking you kind of like reserve yourself, or reserve your energy, or like you don't have to do so much, or like take so much crazy action. Like, it is showing you're needing to be planning and strategic. You do need to be disciplined here, especially with your money or like savings. Or, like, don't be so careless or reckless, because it could put you in a situation that like results in a more of like a financial loss, or like you know, like, let me see here. I see you kind of moving through this uncertainty where money could be tight, or like you're pinching pennies, or you're trying to find solutions. You're gonna figure this out. You're gonna figure this out. We have Taurus, Libra energy out here as well. I'm seeing wherever you're headed, it's leading to a lot of success and growth, and like there's something you're birthing. Like, of course, Empress represents the femininity and pregnancy, even, and like, you know, you're giving birth to something. It doesn't have to be like literal, but like it feels like you're about to head into some sort of breakthrough. Let me get one more. One more for you, Capricorn. Oh, look, 9 of Wands. You just gotta stay determined. Okay, whatever it is that you're building, whatever it is that you're working on, keep it up, keep going. You're on the right path. You're doing the right things. It may be a little bit of a test right now, or a bit of a testing ground, but just stay focused. Like, don't lose sight. Stay determined. Be kind to yourself. Take breaks when you need to, but don't lose sight of your end goal, or what your, you know, what your focus is. We have the Hermit. So this may be like a solo journey, or something you're doing by yourself, or you may need some alone time, kind of do some introspection. I would also suggest here, watch your step, because there is a snake here. And I was saying this, and I think it was Cancer's reading last week. I just got the image of like this hermit guy. He grabs that snake and just like chucks it off the cliff, like literally. So just like watch your step. You know, you're like 10 steps ahead, which is great, but just sometimes when you think, okay, yeah, I'm 10 steps ahead, I know what I'm doing, then you get way too carried away, and then you start to misplace your steps. Or even if you're rushing, you're moving very quickly, sometimes you forget the little details that end up later on biting you in the ass. You know, if you're solving a math problem or a math equation and you miss just one little step, there's this whole format you got to follow, you make just one little error, it fucks up the entire equation or outcome or whatever the fuck. I'm not a math girly, so you know, but so it's just like watch your step, follow the steps, double triple check if you need to, but you fucking got this. Let's see, Hermit, 10 of Cups. Yeah, you got this. Look at this, where you're headed, where you're going. Even like internally, I see you having more bliss, more fun, more just peace within, and also in your surroundings too. I just see you, you know, you're headed towards a good time. 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, really good. And the Queen of Swords. Happiness in home life, happiness in your own emotional well-being with who you are, and also happiness with people that are in your life. So that's great. But again, Hermit, you might actually need a little bit of time by yourself to just kind of figure things out, or you might want to like move in silence. Or remember what I was saying earlier, is like you might want to just kind of like keep things on the down low, or just kind of like, you know, not tell everybody all your business. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to just pull you a Moonology message. This full moon in Pisces, how you can work with this energy, anything that might help you during this time. I'm going to let you go. Anything for Capricorn? We have work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. All right, Scorpio season not too long from now. End of October through November could be an important time for somebody, or you may have Scorpio placements, but this is really just overcoming that negativity, those doubts, those fears, those insecurities, not letting that stop you. Of course, it's going to come up. Of course, it happens to even me, like, but you got to just push through it, not let that be the determining factor that stops you and makes you quit or give up. Like, just keep going, even if it's uncomfortable, because that's when you know you're growing. What else you got for Capricorn? We have nothing's yet set in stone, which is great. Shows that the current circumstance, where things may be going, where you're like, oh, I don't really know about this, or I'm kind of nervous about that. Like, good thing is nothing's set in stone. Things can change for the better. Things could also take a turn for the opposite. So just be very mindful of where you're planting your foot and where you're directing your energy. But nothing's set in stone, okay? You have the ability to turn a situation around in your favor. Let's get one more. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. I love the watery energy out here. Scorpio, Cancer. This is just bringing in that warmth, that comfort. You're safe. You're secure. I see improvements in your home life, family, living situation. And some of y'all are worrying about your taxes. Scorpio 8th house is like, some of you are worrying about like money or taxes or something like that. I see you working it out. I see you working it out. Time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. Make sure you're replenishing yourself. And then whatever is left over, sharing is caring. I'm gonna let you go, Capricorn. I hope this helps you. I hope that, you got something from this reading. Let me know if you did in the comments below. I will catch you in your next reading. Have an amazing day. Bye.